So what you're looking at are white mulberries, and just to let you know, mulberries come in all kinds of varieties. But guess what? These are actually edible. Oh, that's sweet. And one of the reasons why we're doing this story today is because we want to let you know there's a group that goes out and tries to find orchards in and around the Baltimore metro area. And I want to introduce you to, I got all these mulberries in my mouth, to Nina Carton. Nina, let's talk a little bit about the Baltimore Orchard Society, is that correct?
Baltimore Orchard Project. It's
Project.
a program of Civic Works.
So let's talk about, how did you start this project?
There were a cluster of needs that Baltimore City faces. We have vacant lands that need to be greened up. We have stormwater issues that need to be managed. We have food deserts that need to be, people in there need to be fed. So there were a cluster of issues that all came together around fruit trees.
One would wonder, where do you find fruit trees? Now, I've got at least an apple tree in my backyard, but that's not something that you would find in everybody's backyard. How do you find these places?
Well, that's the hardest problem. We really need people to tell us about the fruit trees. But 150 years ago, there were over 100 orchards in Baltimore City. People used to have orchards in their backyards. They used to be so common. They used to be in public places. And then over the course of a century or so, they were destroyed. What we're about is bringing the orchard culture back, bringing the trees back, bringing the access to fruit, healthy fruit, back to people.
So what kind of trees are we talking about? We're talking about apples?
There are a lot of trees that actually can grow in Baltimore. There are apples, there are pears, there are figs, there are nut trees, service-berry trees, pawpaws, persimmons, some of the native trees. There are an awful lot of trees that can grow here, and we want to bring the joy of growing local fruit back to Baltimoreans, and we want them to have the taste of delicious fruits. So we want to bring that joy of local fruit that connects people to land, connects people to neighborhood, connects people to really good, healthy food, back to our awareness.
I guess one of the bigger things that we've noticed is you like harvesting this stuff.
We love harvesting this stuff. Well, one, you get something to eat at the end of it. You know, you work all day sometimes in jobs where you don't see immediate gratification, but you harvest, you get your fruit, there is immediate gratification. It's for you, and it's also for the ability to give away food to people who otherwise would not have access to free and healthy food. But in addition, there is just a joy in getting out in nature, working with your body, working with others, so just connecting to land and connecting to trees, connecting to nature. It is just joyous. I have never seen one of our harvests where people weren't always smiling.
I think the thing that most people will go is that, I don't have a tree in my backyard, but we're in the middle of Drew Hill Park. I'm not amazed that there aren't fruit trees, but people may not know what they are and what they look like.
Well, they can get in touch with the Baltimore Orchard Project. You can contact us, baltimoreorchard.org, and we have staff who can come and help you. One, if you do have a fruit tree in your yard, or you think you might have a fruit tree in your yard, or you have a fruit tree in your yard that needs a little bit of help, you can contact us and we can help you. If you would like to have a fruit tree, if you are a resident, if you are someone with a neighborhood association, someone associated with a school or a congregation, we can come and help you design a local orchard, or what we also call food forest, which is more than just trees. It's also berry bushes and annuals. We can come and help you plant all those those plants, and so that you can, in a year and 2 and 3 and in 80, 90 years, still have trees that are giving fruit to the neighbors.
I'm guessing that even if you get more than you need, you give some of this food away, right?
We give a bulk of it away. Most of it, in fact, we give away. That's what we're really all about. It's a food justice issue. It's the joy of owning and managing and harvesting trees, but it's really a food justice issue. How do we get people who don't have the access to fresh, healthy fruit, how do we get it to them?
So if somebody wanted to find out more about the Orchard Project, what should they do?
Contact baltimoreorchard.org.
I appreciate it a whole lot. Now let's go back to you in the studio.